What happened when my family found out I inherited everything? I was sitting in the lawyer's office, hands shaking as he read my grandmother's will. My entire family was there. Mom, Dad, my 2 brothers, and my Aunt Sarah, who'd always been Grandma's favorite. To my granddaughter Jessica, who visited me every week for 5 years, brought groceries when I was too proud to ask, and held my hand through chemo, I leave my entire estate. The house, the investments, everything. Total value, $2.3 million. The room went silent. My mom's face went white, then bright red. That can't be right, Aunt Sarah whispered. The lawyer adjusted his glasses. I assure you, Mrs. Patterson was of sound mind when she made these decisions 6 months ago. David exploded. 6 months ago, she was barely coherent. Actually, the lawyer said, pulling out another document. She also left instructions for her funeral and a letter. His voice shifted as he read Grandma's words. For years, you treated me like I was already dead. Jessica was the only one who saw me as a person, not a burden. She never asked for money, never hinted at inheritance, never made me feel guilty for being sick. Tears blurred my vision. The letter continued. Sarah, you visited twice in 5 years, both times asking for loans. David, you skipped my 85th birthday for a baseball game. Michael, you only called when you needed something. And to my son and daughter-in-law, you were too wrapped up in your own lives to notice mine ending. Mom shot to her feet. This is ridiculous. Jessica manipulated her. She's always been sneaky. Sneaky? I snapped. I visited her every Tuesday. Where were you? I was working, Mom barked. Some of us have real responsibilities. Dad tried to calm things. Jessica, you know Grandma would have wanted this split fairly. She did. Until you stopped caring whether she lived or died. Aunt Sarah started texting furiously. We'll contest this. She wasn't confident. The lawyer cleared his throat. Mrs. Patterson anticipated this. She had 3 psychiatric evaluations confirming her mental capacity. She also kept a detailed journal of every visit, every call, every request for money. He handed me a thick folder, page after page of her handwriting. March 15th, Jessica brought soup when I had the flu. April 3rd, Sarah asked for $5,000 for kitchen cabinets. June 12th, Jessica took me to the doctor. David said he was too busy. Michael, quiet until now, muttered. We all loved Grandma. But Jessica, you have to understand how this looks. How it looks. My voice shook. It looks like I cared while you treated her like she was invisible. Mom's voice cracked with fury. Don't lecture us about family loyalty. You're just like her, manipulative and selfish. I clutched the journal. I'm done with this conversation. As I walked out, Sarah called. Don't think this is over. Family sticks together, and you're destroying everything she built. I turned. No, Sarah. You destroyed it years ago. I just picked up the pieces. In the parking lot, I sat in my car, crying as I read the last journal entry, dated 2 weeks before she died. Jessica brought me flowers today, just because it was Tuesday. I hope she knows how much these visits mean to me. She saved me from dying alone. 3 months later, my family still isn't speaking to me. They hired a lawyer, but the evaluations and journals are airtight. Last week, I moved into Grandma's house. I kept everything as she left it, including a photo on her nightstand. Just me and her from last Christmas, both of us smiling. Now my phone buzzes with texts from relatives asking if I've come to my senses about sharing the money. I haven't replied to a single one.